Hey everybody, thank you for having me here. My name is Sara Martinez. I am an undocumented immigrant from Staten Island. I came here alongside with my family when I was a year and a half old, about 21 years ago. And ever since then, we've been living here in Staten Island. I've gone to elementary school, middle school, and high school, and now in college, the College of Staten Island, studying medical technology. Although I benefit from getting DACA, which is Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, there are other youth and family members who are unable to adjust their status because they're undocumented and don't qualify to get on the line to get citizenship. My family came not by choice, right? They came because they were forced to. There wasn't any jobs in Mexico. Even to study, you have to pay for school, and where were they going to get that money from if they were like really poor? And so they left their family behind, and they came here and they settled. And my family is a mixed status. I have siblings who were born here, who are citizens, and if my family were to separate, like who would go where? Because we were raised here. We see this country as our home. And my family is fortunate that we're still together, but I have cousins and uncles and aunts and friends whose parents had to be deported, or they left by choice because they didn't want to stay here and be detained and, be in detention centers for whoever knows how many days now. And so I'm really glad to see friendly faces here that really support immigration reform, but we need to remember that we must advocate and demand a just and humane comprehensive immigration reform, and not one that militarizes the border, not one where those who don't qualify are detained and deported, and that includes a pathway to citizenship. I do support comprehensive immigration reform. I do support the DREAM Act, but we need to know that when the bill arrives, it's great to hear talks about it this year, but let's not go back to 2010 where it was all about we need to enforce the border, right? Because there are people who are being deported. This president has deported more people than all the past presidents, and the border is really enforced. There's a lot of money that's going to that from the federal government, and we need to stop blaming the people who decide to come here, because it wasn't by choice. Like I said, it was because there are policies from the governments and from the United States that make it horrible to either come here or in order to get in line, right? Because you have to be, if you're undocumented and you want to change your status, you have to be, have something really bad happen to you in order to say, well, this happened to you here, and let's give you this, like the U visa. So, thank you for having me here.